Hi guys, I wanted to come on and react, add my voice to a question that was raised in Parliament by the member for Northcote. She had evidently been approached by at least two constituents within weeks of each other to say that they were being refused entry to a public place under the Victorian Equal Opportunity Act and the Federal Disability Discrimination Act. This is completely unacceptable and needs to stop. That being said, I have some empathy for business owners, particularly those operating food service establishments, because the laws in Victoria and Australia in general say that under health department regulation, dogs are not allowed in food establishments for food safety reasons. However, guide dogs and assistance dogs of all sorts have been exempt from that since at least 2010, which is 14 years ago now. So it's completely unacceptable, completely out of line. However, because Victoria's regulatory framework with regard to assistance dogs is frankly complex, confusing, and out of line with most other state and territory jurisdictions, people have a certain expectation in this day and age that they can ask for an ID card under Assistance Dog International registered organisations such as Assistance Dogs Australia. If you asked the handler for an ID card, they could present you one. However, not all organisations in Victoria are in fact registered with Assistance Dogs International. They do not need to be by law. And so not all handlers have easy access to ID cards. Under the Victorian Department of Agriculture, one can apply to have their registration fee, their local council dog registration fee, waived on the grounds that it is an assistance dog. You must prove that the dog has undergone training to do the following: a heel, a sit-stay, a relieve on command, and a drop. That is it as far as I understand the Department of Ag regulations. But here's the catch. The Department of Ag doesn't then issue you a card with your photo as the handler and the assistance dog's photo, your name, the dog's name, the microchip number, yada yada yada, and give you an ID card. If you want an ID card for your assistance dog in Victoria, there is a way to get one, and that is to apply to the Victorian Public Transport PTV people. Put in your training log, your proof that the dog has undergone the necessary training as per the Department of Ag, and they will issue you a card. However, the card says quite clearly on it, Victorian Department of Transport. So it is technically only meant to provide you access to transport. That's what it's there for. And that operates, as I understand it, under the Transport Conduct Regulations and Miscellaneous 2015, which are the same regulations that mean they can fine you if you were drinking open alcohol, putting your feet on seats, travelling without a valid ticket. It's all that same bit of legislation. So, people don't tend to recognise that ID card. And in fact, Ned had one of those cards, and at the time, it was the only regulatory framework. There was no way to register your dog as an assistance dog with your local council. And when I went to go get funding for NED's food and water and vet bills and, you know, all the bits and pieces that go with owning an assistance dog, they basically told me he wasn't an assistance dog because he wasn't trained by a registered trainer, which at the time and at present, Victoria does not have a system for registering assistance dog trainers. We're the only jurisdiction that doesn't. What we say is anyone, and this is as at December of 2023, as I understand it, what they say is that the trainer must have either a Certificate 3 in dog training and behaviour, a Certificate 4 in animal behaviour, I believe, but yeah, it's a Cert 4, or work for a particular organisation already registered with the Department of Ag. Delta is one of them, and there are several others. So that leads to understandable confusion. However, under federal law, which under our Constitution would succeed over the top, overrule Victorian law, any dog trained to mitigate a disability, regardless of who it was trained by, and that meets standards of behaviour, is in fact considered an assistance dog. The other two ways that an animal can be considered an assistance dog is that it is registered as one under a state or territory authority, or it's registered as one under some international authority like Assistance Dogs International or the Guide Dog Federation, International Guide Dog Federation, I believe. I will have to check that. Getting back to why this video came out in the first place, it's unacceptable. However, I have empathy for businesses who are understandably confused. And we need to do something. And I have already contacted my upper house member as well as the member who raised the question. I'm not a constituent of hers, but I felt it prudent and necessary to reach out to her and thank her for raising this issue. Ironically, I raised similar concerns when I was about 14, working with a now defunct organisation, primarily because the owner retired. And I reached out to Jenny Macklin, who was the disability minister under the state Victorian government, under Steve Bracks was the premier at the time, to the best of my knowledge. So I've been raising this issue now for, that would have been the mid-2000s, I believe, around about the time the Equal Opportunity Act changes came in. We're still hitting up against barriers, and I'm sick of it. I'm over it. And I want something done. So hence I'm posting this. And I will I'll be coming out with more content on this issue because frankly it's overdue, and unless we fight as persons with disability we don't get anything. So thank you for listening. Thank you to the member for Northcote again. Thank you to Sheena Watt's office for taking my concerns. I believe they're going to get back to me. they've only had 48 hours, but I wanted to get this out, acknowledge that they tried to do the right thing, and publicly state to any MP, state, federal, or otherwise who may be watching that wishes to reach out to me. Contact details are in fact in my bio, and you can do that. Thank you very much for your attention, and I'll see you next time. Bye.